Traders at Access Bank say appetite for long and short-dated instruments remain weak. For the T-bill side, they expect the market to remain active barring an OMO auction announcement by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Chukwunonso Ifejiofor, Treasury Team Member at Access Bank, joins me now for more market movements. And also, thanks a lot for joining us on the show today. Walk us through the highlights, the results we saw from the midweek primary market auction, and how investors are positioning going forward. This is the last trading day for the week. How are they looking forward into the month of December?
Okay, thank you, David, for having me. We saw a decline in market liquidity opening yesterday by 3 billion. The market liquidity stands at about just 1 billion shy of 800 billion. That is a robust liquidity of 799 billion. And we have seen the OPR and overnight rates increase by 50 and 75 basis points respectively to close at 26.68% and 27.23% respectively. You had mentioned about the primary auction that held on Wednesday, and I will just talk through that. We have seen the CBN, the DMO offer above 560 billion worth of papers at the auction, and subscriptions stood at above 2.5 trillion, with the long end seeing above more than 2 trillion worth of subscriptions. At the end of the auction, what we had seen was that the long end, the CBN, the rates closed at about 22.93%. For the mid-tenured paper, 18.5%, and the short-tenured papers, 18%. And they sold what had been offered, selling about above 700 billion. After that, after the auction on Wednesday, we had seen an active trading session on Thursday. This is as a result of those unmet demand at the auction. You recall that I had mentioned that the subscription was above 2.5 trillion, and 2.5 trillion minus 700 billion, there was still a slack of above 1.8 trillion that market participants had to fill. And so the secondary market was very active. We had seen the most active instrument in the market was the one-year paper that closed at 22.93%, and we saw it closing at around the sub 22% handle. You had also stated that the CBN came to the market early this morning to announce an OMO auction. The offer was for 450 billion on the long end, 25 billion on the mid-tenured papers, and 25 billion on the short end, bringing it to about 500 billion.
Okay.
Our expectation for the auction is that the oversubscription we had seen at the NCB market will also persist in the OMO market. This is just what is expected based on the fact that those unmet demand at the primary auction had not been met at the secondary market. So those demands will also filter into the OMO auction today.
Exactly. Chukwunonso, we'll have to leave the conversation here for now. Thank you so much for your time on the show today. That was Chukwunonso Ifejiofor, Treasury Team Member at Access Bank.